Hello and welcome to Inside the Patriot League. I'm Shae Peppler, and let's start things off on the hardwood as Army is one of the surging teams in the conference. To discuss the hot start is the voice of the Black Knights and our insider Rich DeMarco. And Rich, Army sits atop the league at 7-2, coming off an overtime win at USC. What can you attribute the hot start to?
An infectious energy from the head coach, Zach Spiker. He's really infused this team over the past few years as he's built it with this energy. He plays 10, 11 guys. Everyone has a role on this team. There's no doubt about that. And I think we've seen now building over a few years and now finally the results this year in what's been just a tremendous start.
Well, Rich, the Black Knights are 24th in points per game nationally, but if you had to pinpoint one player to step it up a bit, who would it be?
Well, I really look at Dylan Cox as a player that makes this team go. He's a point guard. He's 6'4". He's all of that 6'4". He can take the basketball rim to rim, and he can rebound. He's among the best rebounders on this Army team, and he is really the person that makes this engine go for this offense. From coast to coast, he can take it. Dylan Cox, really the player for Army, needs to continue being that quarterback for this offense.
In addition to rebounding, Dylan Cox is first on the team in assists with an average of 4.3 per game. Opening this up now to the team, I know they're off to a surging hot start here, but is there a weakness that shouldn't be overlooked?
Well, if you look at the past couple of years, Army has scored a lot of points. They've given up a lot of points. Army's reached the Patriot League semifinals. So when push has come to shove at the end of the year, they've won big games to get to that Final Four of their league. But giving up points has always seemed to be something that Zach Spiker has really implored his team they need to do a better job at. Army can score a lot of points, but Zach Spiker won't be completely happy until the defense is at the level of the offense.
The defense, the focus. Looking at the Black Knights schedule, which game do we need to circle? Where will be the biggest challenge for this squad?
I look at two teams in the Patriot League. One of them, Lafayette, the other one, American. Lafayette, a very talented team. Army happens to match up very well against the Leopards, but they can shoot it so well from the outside. But I really look at American, and they're so well coached. Mike Brennan last year in the Eagles, I think, took the league by storm a bit, considering where they were picked in the Patriot League. The way they can control games, control the tempo. It took them to a Patriot League championship last year, and I think American, such a tough matchup. That's really the game for Army this year.
Army's next matchup is Maine on December 21st. Rich DeMarco, thanks so much for the insight.
Appreciate it. Thank you for having me.
Staying on the hardwood for some news and notes around the conference. Speaking of Army's win over USC, the Black Knights notched the first victory this season for a Patriot League team over a Power 5 conference. Army rallied from a 9-point deficit in the final 4 minutes of regulation to beat the Trojans 85-77. Same with men's hoops. Boston University topped Quinnipiac on Sunday. John Papali hit a deep three with 3.4 seconds remaining to lift the Terriers 71-68 over the Bobcats. And be sure to catch Case Western Reserve taking on the Bison of Bucknell Friday, only on the Patriot League Network powered by Campus Insiders. Tip-off is at 7 p.m. Eastern. That'll do it for Inside the Patriot League. I am Shae Peppler, and we'll see you next time.